All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we are jumping headfirst into the absolute chaos that is the first episode of Meri Zindagi Hai Tu. It's dramatic, it's intense, and honestly, it's a wild ride. So, the whole thing kicks off on New Year's Eve. You know, a night that's supposed to be all about fresh starts, celebrations, but yeah, fate had something else in mind. And just like that, bam, one single heart-stopping moment. A car crash on a quiet street that just completely shatters the night and, well, changes everything. And this is where we meet our two main characters, Kamyar and Falak. Now, these two are strangers from totally different worlds, but their lives are about to get tangled up in a way that's, let's just say it's hopeless and really, really dangerous. So how do we meet Kamyar? Is it a friendly hello? Nope. It's this furious outburst. He's yelling, and right away, you just know this is going to be all about conflict. And the whole scene just explodes. Valak is freaking out, right? Her brother Nadir literally fainted from the shock of it all. But Kamyar? All he cares about is a little scratch on his fancy car. I mean, we're talking zero empathy, zero compassion, just nothing. And you see the difference between them right away. It's just so stark. On one hand, you've got Kamyar at this fancy party, just coldly blowing off his date. And on the other, Falak, stuck in a hospital waiting room, absolutely furious about how everything is. So Kamyar finally makes it home. But if you think he's getting any peace and quiet, think again. He walks right into his parents going at it, arguing about money, the family business, and of course, how irresponsible he is. And then his mom drops this line on his dad, and man, it says everything you need to know. This is a family that's all about blame and keeping each other at a distance. There's no support here. Now let's flip over to Falak's world. It is the complete opposite. Her family, they're all together, they're worried, and they're pulling together to support each other. You hear her dad's advice, and it's not him being critical, it's just pure love, you know? He just wants her to be safe. It's a home that's actually built on care, which is just worlds away from that cold, empty mansion Kamyar calls home. Okay, so you gotta understand something about Falak. She has this really strong sense of justice. Like, if someone does something wrong, she believes you have to correct it, and you have to do it now. So yeah, there is no way she's letting Kamyar just get away with how he acted. So what's her plan? It's actually pretty brilliant. She gets her friends to be lookouts, she tracks Kamyar's car down, and pulls off this perfect little revenge mission. She lets the air out of all four of his tires. Simple, but oh so effective. And Kamyar's reaction, it's priceless. He's not even mad about being stuck. He's obsessed with the price tag of the car. It's like his whole sense of self is just tied up in how much his stuff costs. But Falak's comeback just cuts right through all that. She basically throws his wealth and his privilege right back at him. And that's when you realize, wow, this isn't just about a car anymore. This is a clash of two completely different belief systems. So she just leaves him there, stranded, and she drops this one last line that's actually kind of chilling. She's made her point for sure, but she's also just declared war. This is only the beginning. And her little act of revenge? Oh, it has consequences. Big ones. Because he's stranded, Kamyar ends up missing a super important board of directors meeting. A meeting he was supposed to be leading. And his dad, he's not just mad, he's disappointed, which is so much worse, right? And that's when you really get how much pressure Kamyar is under. The stakes for his family's business are incredibly high. But then we switch back to Falak's world, and it's just pure joy. Her dad, because he wants his daughters to be safe and independent, surprises them with a new car. It's just this really beautiful, happy family moment. But don't get too comfortable, because the episode does not end there. Nope. Instead, it just drops these two huge parallel crises on us that basically throw everything up in the air. So on one side, you've got Kamyar. He's all alone in his office, and he has to face the music, the damage he's done to his relationship with his dad, and maybe even the future of their company. And then the other shoe drops. In this absolutely devastating twist, Falak gets woken up in the middle of the night. That perfect, happy family moment from before, it's just shattered. Her dad, the absolute rock of their family, has collapsed. So think about this. What started as a petty revenge plot has just spiraled into two massive potential tragedies. The stakes went from a dented car to, like, life and death. And it just leaves you wondering, where can this possibly go from here? What happens now?